is happening? Welcome to my channel. My name is Matt Bradford. Today we're talking about Mother by Pink Floyd. We're going to be talking about the solo mostly, but I'm going to touch on the chords and just how I would approach these sections, because I got asked on Patreon. So today's lessons materials are all going to be on Patreon. The link is below. That's for all my. It gives you all access to everything I do. All my lesson materials. We do ear training a bunch of times a week, backing tracks, all the stuff. Today I've tabbed out the solo. I have a chart of how the song works, as well as a scale. You know, we're going to be in G major. I am tuned to open D tuning, and we're going to be playing in the key of G major, and we're going to be talking in numbers. If any of this is over your head for whatever reason, this is not a beginning lesson. I have a beginning lesson playlist down below, as well as links to my videos about how numbers work and how in scales and how they work in chords, because we're going to use all that stuff today. Okay, I guess while we're doing this, I build and sell instruments. I build full lap steels as well as conversion necks. Everything that is available is on Reverb. The link is once again below, and if you want a better price than what's down there, email me. I can knock off like hundreds of dollars off of the guitars, and I can knock usually $50 off the necks. We can do better on shipping, all that stuff. So please email me instead of going through Reverb. I have merch, I have t-shirts and hats and all that stuff. The link is below. And finally, if you just want to leave me a tip, you don't want to do any of that stuff, but you're getting something out of it, leave me a tip. QR codes are here. Thank you. It is greatly appreciated, everybody who's been so generous, truly. So, let's talk about Pink Floyd, and let's talk about Mother, and let's talk about all this stuff. This is not going to be a simple, like, here's how you play it. Like, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in doing that. I am interested in, like, where is the solo coming from? How is it being written? How is this song being written? Because what happened is, one of the guys on Patreon, I said, what song do you guys want to see next? And one of the guys said, the solo from Mother. And I was like, cool. And I was like, I listened to it just kind of like in the background while I was doing other stuff, and I was like, that seems no problem. And then I sat down to learn the song, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Because if you look at this chart, there's a bunch of different time signature changes. And so the first thing I want to talk about is just how I would approach these chords on lap steel, and then how I would approach, and then just lay out how these sections work. Okay, the way that the main guitar is played, it's a strummed acoustic guitar. We can't do that on lap steel. And I am a big fan of playing the whole song, not just playing the solo or not just playing whatever. So I want to talk about the chords, and I want to talk about the sections. So the A section, bam, A section. We're in the key of G. The key of G, that's at the 5th fret, right? That's our 1 chord. And then our 4 chord is at the 10th fret, and our 5 chord at the 12th fret. Those are the only 3 chords that are available in the A section. We're going to add one more chord, the flat 7 major. It's F in the B section. But let's talk about the A section first. Now, the way I've laid it out, okay, we have this line twice, this 1 4 4 1 1, and that first one is in 5/8. It's 5/8 notes. Okay, whew. I don't think we've talked a lot about time on my channel, so if that's confusing, I want you to think of it like this, okay? If this is my quarter note, let's see, so it's really slow too. This track is about 63 beats a minute, which, let's set that up on the metronome just in case we need it. We're not going to use the metronome, because even using a metronome microphone, even using the metronome, like this, the time bounces around and whatever. But if we're talking about right, that's our quarter note. So 1 2 3 4. An eighth note is twice as fast. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now, as soon as we go to, does that make sense? 1/4, 1/8 is half of 1/4. I know. Remember when you were yelling, I'm never going to use this, and like now we're using it for music? Huh. So, right. So, 1, 3, 4. Now, 5/8 means it's going to be 5 beats but it's 5/8 notes. So if it's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. You see what I'm saying? Like it comes in a weird spot. So that's what that okay, that's that thing. 1, I can't count and play it. I tried. I've been trying to. I can't do it. Okay, so we have the weird time right away. When I hear a strummed acoustic and I'm playing lap steel on something, one of the things that I try to do is now I'm going to try, instead of just strumming, instead of just, because my voicings are going to be different, and so it's going to start to sound really repetitive. Right? It's going to start to sound weird. Instead, I'm going to finger pick, and I'm going to finger pick in time with. Instead of that, I'm going to play. It's the same rhythm, but now instead of all the strings, right? I can start to ape the picking patterns, the strumming patterns of what's going on the record. And so now I have the time signature. The first bar is 5/8, and then the next 4 bars are all 4/4. Let's see. I'm probably going too fast. No, that was close, right? So see, we can't use metronome because it puts us right in between. Do I want to try to double it? No, I don't. I'm not going to worry about that. So with that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second 4 chord, 2, 3. Then back to the 1, right? And I would strum it. Same as they would strum it, but I'm finger picking. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please drop it in a comment. And if you're on Patreon, obviously, and this is the other joy of Patreon, I'm not trying to make this all a sales pitch. I'm just saying. Guys on Patreon can just drop a question in one of the chats that we have, and I just usually just post a video in the morning with the cat asleep, finally, as opposed to like running around like a crazy person. So we're going through, the first 2 lines have 5 bars each. They've got a bar of 5/8 and then 4 bars of 4/4. Twice. Once it goes to that 4 chord on the 3rd line, it's all 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that 5. Now on the 5 chord, stays 4/4, and then all of a sudden you have a bar of 6/8, which would also be 3/4. But the way that it feels is from the 1. So this is from this area here, from the last 1 chord onto that 5 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's tricky, and what a cool thing to happen. So we've got 3 different time signatures in what I would consider the A section, and you know, mother, when you die, all right, we do that twice. We get to the whole thing, the whole A section. We do it 2 times. I don't want to focus on this stuff. I just want to show you how I would approach it. I hope that you'll sit down and play along with the song. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's super fun. You learn all the parts. If you're getting stuck, you can always sit there and like count, right? Get that rhythm ingrained in your system because it's awesome. The B section, there's a bar of 1 that's in 4/4, and then everything else is in 6, except for one other spot that's like a 3, so it's like half of a 6. Let me get some water. Okay, so the B section. So what happens is this. The way the song works, it goes A section, B section, solo. A section, B section. A, B, solo, A, B. Out. Right? At the very end, you just have a 1 chord and then a 4 chord. at the very end. I didn't chart that out. I charted everything else, right? Right? It's the very first, it's the first bar, it's the first 6/8 notes of the song. The first 5/8 bar, and then just a 4 at the end. Okay, but the B section. We start with that bar of 1. I'm trying to learn how to count here. 2, 3. Right, I need to get that. One of the things that's cool too, and this is look, I understand I'm talking a lot. This is how I run videos. One of the things that's so cool about the song is like, because the grooves all change so much. I don't know how they wrote this. It feels so natural once you learn it, and it feels so foreign while you're trying to. And the fact that these guys, I mean, this is the reason Pink Floyd's so incredible, is they can make odd time feel not odd, right? So we have this hold on, let me listen. I gotta listen to it now. All right, good. So that first B section starts with that hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it just stays on 6/8. So it's that first 4 bars. Hush now, baby, don't you cry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, and then here's that flat 7. 4. I keep trying to go too low. All right, now here's that bar of 3. So it goes through, right? Let me count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It goes through the flat 7 to the 4 times, right? And then the 5th time, it goes flat 7 to the 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, baby. I don't know where the key, where they sing it. Ooh, baby. Right? So the B section, when you look at it, we have that bar of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flat 7 to 4. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. 4 times, right? The 5th time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's that last 2 lines, those 5s. So if you're playing lap steel, that's going to be all I'm going to talk about with the rhythm part, right? And that's already, okay. And we're deep in the lesson already. Cool. But I just, if you're going to play this song, I think learning the solo and playing it is great. But I think learning the rhythm part is huge, because this is the thing I think as lap steel players, a lot of times we get like, oh, I can play all the leads, but how do I play the rhythm parts? And you know, people ask me all the time, how do I play the chords, right? I don't know why I'm talking all soft and sultry. I'm gonna have to do some mixing, but like whatever, it's, you know. I mean, it's like, that's the stuff that gets me hired. That's the stuff that gets people going, ooh, I like having Matt here because he can hold down the rhythm when he's not like up there in the front, like, woo, look at me go. So that's huge. That's huge. Now, let's go to the solo. The solo section goes to 4/4. Thank God. Thank you, David and Roger. It's probably the source of so much of their fighting. Now, obviously, I don't know if it's obvious, David Gilmour is playing this on a guitar. We are playing it on a lap steel. It is going to be slightly different, but I tabbed it out. I got all the notes, and the tab is available on Patreon. It's not here. I'm not going to put it up here. I got to make money somehow. Today I am using, tone-wise, I'm using a fractal patch that I made called MB Plexi, and I added a bunch of ambience on it. Right? And the way that I want to present the solo, I want to talk about where it's coming from. The tab is available. You can just download it and then play it. Fine, great, cool. It's coming from the G major scale, and that's the key, right? The idea of like, oh look, I learned the notes, freaking cool, but learn what's happening, because the way that David Gilmour phrases things is absolutely incredible. And you know, the people who are like, yeah, man, just play that one right note. And it's like, I often am not playing the one right note. I'm often playing all the notes, and like the right one's in there somewhere, I hope. David Gilmour is the master of playing like these beautiful, lyrical, unbelievable right notes only solos. And that's what's so enticing to me about this song. That's what got me excited. And so the way he starts is going from the 1 to the 5. Just as simple as this. He's going from the root on the 10th fret on the 2nd string to the 5 on the 12th fret of the 1st string. Right? And he just milks it, man. Now, we could just play just the 5. It doesn't have the magic. What makes it so magical is that little ghost note on the 1. That's so much better than just... Right? Now, he's doing this on a guitar where he can pull off and pull on. This is a great challenge for us as lap steel players. The next line, right? He's going from the 5 to the 4 to the 3 back to the 4. So what's happening there? Let's do two things. Number one, on the solo port section of the chart here, this is on the 1 chord. And there, that last note, he's going to the 4. That phrase ends on the 4 chord. He's going from a 5 to a 4, and we've talked about this all the time on my channel, right? 5 to the 4. Okay? Right? We talk about, I think we've talked about this a lot, is like also if I play a note outside of the chord, play the next note in the chord. I need to talk about that more, but that's a big thing for me when playing melodic solos. He's playing a 5 against the 1 chord. He's playing a 4 against the 1 chord. It's not in the chord. Then to the 3 to the 1 chord. And then ending on the 4 chord. On the 4 of the 4 chord. 4, which is the 1 of the 4 chord. Oh. And then, right, 6, 5, 6. That's the 10th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret. So let's just do just that. Check it out. Okay? It's so cool. And then, from there, which might be my favorite lick in this solo. Okay? He's on the 6th chord. The notes in a 6th chord are what? 4, 6, and 1. You should be doing that faster than me. I don't know. You shouldn't be. It's fine. Oh, we might have to change batteries. This is taking way longer than I thought. Okay, whatever. 4, 6, and 1. ADHD is hitting full force right now. This is a 6, right? On the 7th fret of the 5th string. 6, and this is a 4. Alright, and he's taking the phrase over the bar. So against the 4 chord, he's playing 6, 4, 6. Yeah, 6, 4, 6, 4. And then as it goes to the 1 chord, he's going to the 3, and then the 5. So the 6 and the 4 of the 4 chord, the 3 and the 5 of the 1 chord. That's so cool! So, where are we at here? Right, and then he goes down to the 4. This is on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. 4, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4. And that's against the 4 chord. So he's outlining chords the whole time, but he's making them very lyrical. 1, 5 against the 1 chord. 5, 4, 3 against the 1 chord. From the 5 to the 3. 1. That's all 1 chord. 4 chord. Still 4 chord. He's playing 1, 6, and he kind of gussied up the 6. Right? 4, 6 against the 4 chord. And then 5, and then 3, 5 against the 1 chord. Do you see what I'm saying? Is this making sense? That's the first 2 bars. 3rd bar, or 5th bar, right? 2nd line. Okay, right. This is the 4th bar. This is the second 4, where he comes down to the... Right? On the 4 chord, against the 4, he's playing the 4. He's playing the note below the 4, coming back to the 4. Note above the 4, coming back to the 4. And then, when we go back to that 1... Oh, he goes the other way. Now, he's doing it slightly different, but it's really a 1 to a 5, and then going up to the 3. So again, 1 to the 5 on the 5th fret. Right, and we could just play the 3. The 3 is the key. That's the 9th fret top string. But the whole idea here is that makes it way cooler than just... Right? Okay? And then when he hits that 3, he doesn't stay on it. He's bending, we're sliding. Right? You can go down, come back up. Here's another lick that doesn't sound quite right on lap steel, but I'm trying to get it as close as I can to what he's doing. He's doing like a pull-off thing. Okay? So from that part that's... Okay, so this is the first 1 of the 2nd line here. Okay. Okay. Same lick, right? So that 1 is the 4, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6. Okay, and then against the 5, so this is the 6th bar now, or 7th bar of the solo. We're going up to the 7. 7 to 5. Notes in a 5 chord, 5, 7, 2. He's playing notes from the chord. That's it. Now to the 4 chord, 6 to 4. And then this last little run at the end, which is a major scale run. Oh. Okay. Which again, he makes it's these cool runs that kind of run over the bar line in a way that's weird. So off the 4 chord, he's playing 4, 3, 4, 3, 1. Which is all part of the 1 chord. And he's just working his way down to a resolution. Oh, come on. Right? So 4, 3, 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1. So the whole solo. And then from there it goes right back into an A section. I didn't even say this. That backing track is also, I just made something, I threw something together that had the vibe. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be right. It's not supposed to be aping exactly what's happening. But that backing track's going to be on Patreon as well. So, you know, if you want to practice this solo, you can sit there and run that solo clean like that. But what a cool, lyrical, amazing, fantastic solo to learn. And it's a simple solo. I would argue that it is not an easy solo. These are not, man, because you're holding a note. You better make those notes sound good. You know what I mean? And I think the way I would get that sound, by the way, have I been playing on my neck pickup the whole time? I don't know. I would go bridge pickup and roll the tone back a little bit, rather than be neck pickup full tilt. They're both nice. I like it better, like that little throatier kind of tone back thing. But whatever. Look, this is all part of, you get to find your tones the way you do it. And I would encourage you to first learn the solo exactly the way David Gilmour plays it and understand what's happening, but then start to make it yours. That take, I accidentally added a pinch harmonic. It's something I do a lot. I'm a big Zakk Wylde fan. And so, you know, those is something I would probably do. Right? And if you're wondering how to do that, by the way, I just take my thumb, put it on the string, and then pluck with my finger. So, I hope you can, I don't know if you can see that. Basically, my thumb is resting on the string, and my finger's plucking. Does that make sense? There it is. That camera just died. This is a good time to end. Listen, thank you for hanging. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that stuff that everybody tells you to do. It really does help. Again, I have merch, I have guitars, and join me on Patreon, man. I think we have a good time over there. Yeah, it's not super expensive. It's $7 a month as of the filming of this, and I think you can pay for a whole year for like less than $70. So then it's like less than $6 a month or something. I don't know. I don't do math. Thanks for hanging. You're all rad.